Hey guys, welcome back to SRE. I'm like to take the, Saturday and Sunday, for myself, work on some stuff that I've been putting off, and my season for testing and bashing is over, unfortunately. So first thing I want to do is, I love these GP460s. I make a stroker crank to make them 50 plus cc's. So this one is in my Rovin XLT, but I have a 5T, and I was going to put a 38 in it because my 38s are running good. I got them running well. But, I don't want the same engine and everything. So I listened to some of you guys. You wrote me. Especially, I appreciate the response that a guy gave me that I've helped out before. He does hot saws and chainsaws, and I'm doing him a crank right now currently, a stroker crank for one of his saws, and he sent me some information on the cylinders that I'm using. What this engine is I'm trying to make an engine for my 5T that is a big bore, runs like a big bore, it's fun, but it's not so crazy that it just destroys all the drive shaft pins and breaks all that stuff. I mean, I love that stuff. It's fun, and I own 100 twin from ALX, so I don't mind breaking stuff. I get it, but not on everything. Some stuff you want to just take out and run and have a great time with it, and not be busting driveline components and clutches and all that shit. So that's kind of my thought behind this engine. Plus, I owned two of these Rovin 71s, and I got them on on trades and stuff. I never purchased one myself, but I got them on trades, and the cylinder that comes with them, I don't like. There's a guy out there, Robert Blunden, he makes them rock. He does. He spent a lot of time on developing it, and he makes them run great. I don't want to do that. I want to make something different, something for myself. So I took the Rovin cases. They're a nice case. Nothing wrong with them. The bearings fit tight, big bearings, and all the normal flywheel and starters and stuff fit them. So that's kind of cool. And I said, what can I put on there that's a good running cylinder that a lot of guys know a lot about, I can get good information on? So I had settled on the Husqvarna chainsaw cylinder, the 372. And so this is the cylinder. And that gentleman that I helped out with a head and stuff before, that I'm making a crank for, he sent me some porting numbers to run with. So I did that on this cylinder here, and on an old cylinder that I had tried on it, but I screwed this cylinder up. I went too wide on the exhaust port. Everybody makes mistakes, and you can see we've already made an intake for it that just, you heat it up and press it on with a little JB weld, and boom, you got it sealed up. Probably wouldn't even need JB weld, but I put it in there just in case. I left the decomp switch in it because I want it to not snap recoils all the time. I put in a pulse fitting to run, to be able to run a pulse line off of it to a big carburetor. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the cylinder that I'm going to use. I got the intake opening up at around 95 degrees after top dead center. I left the transfers in their original spot. I might do, because you got so much real estate, right here, you know, above the intake port. I might make a couple of worm ports that go up there and make another port there on each side. I'm not sure. If that guy's watching, let me know what you think about maybe doing that. And I followed his guidelines on intake timing. So, you know, somewhere to start, you know. But this piston that I did is 52 millimeters. And I made a pop-up on it. So, you know, that I had to do this cylinder with the pop-up to get my timings right. So I'm going to use this setup right here with the intake that I had already made. That intake. And I am thinking about maybe making a reed deal. I don't know. You know, I'd kind of like to do a reed. Then I could fill that area with another whole port, you know. Go right down to the crankcase. And what you can see, I got plenty of crankcase volume here. It should be good. These wells could probably be shaped a little bit more aggressively, but I'm not really after superpower. I just want it to run good and strong. And remember, these guys get, I don't know, I think around 8 or 9 horsepower out of these, and they don't even run a pipe. They put a can on them. So, you know, with a pipe, it's going to go way up there. I did arc the transfers really nice. You know, now I've been saying this for 4 or 5 years to arc your transfers. And now finally, because Taylor did it on the second V2 cylinder on the 35, now everybody says that that's something that you do. People have been doing it forever on, you know, Banshees and shit like that, dirt bikes, snowmobiles. That's where I got it from. So anyway, so WJ71 carb to start out with it. Probably end up going to a bigger carb eventually. 52 millimeter bore. I used the crank out of the Rovin 71 and the rod. The wrist pin was the right diameter, so that worked out good. It was easy. We made this conversion plate to put on the top and get the deck height right on the block. So we're pretty much there. I'm going to clean everything up, assemble it, make sure that the timings are right again, you know, quadruple check it, and I can put it on my 5T and see what I got. I'll probably go with a 62 millimeter clutch just because, I don't know, why not? And because hopefully it makes a lot of good bottom and mid. We can gear it up, you know. I run a 27 tooth pinion on this, on my GP 460 that has, is, you know, stroked up to a 50. I run, you know, big bore pipe. So hopefully we got something like that here, you know, something that'll run like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. SRE. I'm out.